Alright, so what's up, y'all? How y'all swimming? One, two,
How
three.
y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all swimming?
So we are doing a little podcast. So hold on, I'm sorry.
This, I think we could make this. We're just creating the ideas right now, kind of like this was not supposed to be like this the way
so
we were planning.
don't
But
take in the background.
this is gonna go somewhere.
So back
if
to
God
how
intends to.
boom. So how y'all swimming? Okay, so welcome to Level Headed. This is our podcast. I'm your boy Bad Boy Jay, and this is our girl.
Isabella, HCT Bella.
Yes, HCT Bella, the one, the only. Okay, and today we are here. We are with our podcast, Level Headed. You know what I'm saying? And we have our ideas for our show. So, but this is like a little impromptu. We're kind of chilling. So do not expect this background every time you see us. But if it does work, it works. So that's why it's kind of windy in the background. But
The sound might not be so good, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can with it. So, are you explaining too much?
no.
Am I overthinking? I'm
No.
overthinking. So that's what's up. I wanted to talk about what we're talking about. I wanted to finish the conversation. No?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I forgot what I
No.
was saying now, but
Me too. I know if you would remember, bitch.
but like I was so interested in the conversation actually.
Okay.
This always happens too.
I tried to say the last thing I remember. I said she reminds me of a person like. Okay, so where I'm at right now, it's a very beautiful place. It's very serene. It's very made for life. It's very made for it's not gonna fuck up our vibe. It's made for things to like coexist, right? And I was showing her I was using a different person as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Analogy. Boom. I was using another person as analogy where I was saying another person could, another female will produce, if she was to produce life, it would be like a downtown, a very motor city, a very fast life, a life of not God, a life that, yeah, you could thrive, but it's not natural. It's not really, you'll be thriving, but you're working against something, like, you know what I'm saying? Versus if you're living here, there's really nothing for you to work against because everything you need is given to you. And that could be as you hanging around with somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? Versus you hanging out with people who like nurture you, or versus people who like make you just, who bring you out a different side of you, or just make you like, you know what I'm saying? Or no?
I do, and I really. That's what it made me realize something that could be into topic with social media and real life. I feel like there's two types of people, as of right now. Maybe if I put more thinking into it, you could find more. But there's certain people who are made, or like they grew up, and they can only grow into that fast life. You understand? The downtown, not downtown, but like the
fast life?
that type of lifestyle,
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying. And it's okay. It's just one type of person. The other type of people, I don't want to say farm girl, but like
Yeah.
city girl and then town, like.
I look at it. Yeah,
Does that make
boom.
sense?
Yeah, no, you're
But
literally saying.
it's not necessarily like a farm girl.
Not farm girl, not
it's more
college
like,
core, but like of the land, like.
Yeah, it's more like-
natural, like.
yeah, like more in touch,
More in
more
tune.
motherly maybe is the word.
Yeah.
I don't know if more motherly would be the
More
word.
nurturing, very like green, like, you know, Mother Earth, like, you know how like this, you expect life. You don't
Let's
expect
say-
life from downtown.
But someone who is online talking about like teaching people, and other people showing off.
Yeah, bragging.
You know what I'm saying? This
So two different, yeah, like the.
maybe not showing off. Maybe that's a strong word.
You mean like people? Okay, so people say the first one that you're.
Different focuses. There is
Well,
so much.
I think
and
the
maybe
people
I'm
doing like the
overthinking
fast stuff, or like maybe they're like in their ego, they're doing shit that like, cause
Yes.
like for their ego, you know what I'm saying? Cause like no shade, why would you need the ego out here? For what? You
this.
should
For
be
money, for
Boom.
people's attention, self-validation,
self-gain.
and other people. If you're doing it to teach, you're giving something out of yourself without even receiving nothing. You know what I mean? Like those are two different things. Maybe that's like too strong
They're
to
two-
be just.
No, there are two
you know,
different
but-
things, and there's also a little sneak person that will give something, because what makes what makes that person who's giving and teaching something dumb and an actual teacher a good person is because they're giving and not expecting something in return. There's people who give expecting something in return, and that's not the same. Like that's not. Then what did you do it for? Like what did you give for? Like what are you trying to gain? Like you're trying to gain something. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's not. sometimes it's not all about that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like
Yeah.
I've been realizing, or like sometimes like I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to be friends with somebody because like they'll be like, I realize like a lot of people want to be friends with somebody because they feel like they could gain from somebody. Well, when I met her, I didn't know nothing about her, so I didn't know what money she had, who talks to her, who follows her. I didn't know nothing, so there wasn't nothing in my head that was making me feel like, oh, I could get this if I hang out with her. No, it was just, does she think I'm cool? I think I'm cool. Okay, boom, and we can see where we go from there. Versus the people who didn't last in that time, because they were like, okay, what could this person do for me? And you can't just, people are like, I don't know, like I just don't want to look at somebody or just form a connection with somebody just because they could do something for me, because it's like, what the
It's
fuck?
selfish.
Yes, like what is it like?
It's not
that's
that, like,
weird. Like
It's not like you can be friends with like someone who does fucked up shit. You could, it's not like that. It's more of a, not like I can hang out with anybody. I should be hanging out with anybody regardless of what they think. It's not like that. It's more of a, I'm trying to think and put into words at the same time. It's more everything that you feel. I really do think it comes from like your intentions and all. Or you could do that as right now.
is he gonna come chill over?
I see that.
Yeah,
We're not going nowhere.
there's a beautiful family. We could make some space for them too. Like, I don't know. You're too soft.
I'm not sorry. I am so
Oh,
gutless.
girl, I'm the one. Oh, this is even better.
It is.
Boom. We're not even talking about nothing crazy.
Yeah. So, okay, now I feel like I might have gathered the feelings a bit better. I forgot what I was saying though.
You feel like, well, we were talking about not getting something from somebody.
Oh yeah, not gaining things from people, right? When you meet them, boom. So, it's not bad to care who you hang out with or what they think or how they feel. Like maybe more like they teach me something. I feel like that's a good positive thing. But then I'm trying to get something out of them.
Yeah, boom.
It's something very common, but it comes from an egotistical side of things, and that is not just like a friendship or relationship. That's any type of relationship, any type of fucking relationship that happens, and it's so common, and it's so normalized. And
Boom.
it's because I feel like people let their pride get into it and they see as learning. You know what I'm saying? Or like learning. You see, like you're getting something from the person. But it's an exchange of information, like valuable information, not something just to make you look better. You say, like when girls be like, I'm trying to put face in the club, something like that. That traumatized me. Like I will never forget that phrase.
Thank you
I
for
will
never forgetting that phrase, because
No.
there was a reason why I never forgot
I will
it.
never forget that phrase because what?
You know, after I never heard it no more. After I told you, I heard it on TV. Like people saying it, like a guy saying it.
Exactly. Like I was like, this is a thing.
Boom. So I think what we're trying to say is like learning something, like listen, like learning an experience for somebody is something, that's not tangible. That's not tangible is something like you could grab. Like I think tangible is like kind of trying to get face in the club, like trying to like, how could this make me look better, like because this is something on me, versus
Even
like,
if it's fake.
even if it's fake, versus learning something, how can I apply this to my life? How can I, even though there's something I'm grabbing onto, there's no evidence that I'm using, like that this person gave me this, but like I'm still using it, I'm still implementing it, it's still, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't hang out with people cause like I don't, like, I worry about people, like how are they, like not how they feel. I don't really worry about people. I don't ever think about people because I know they're trying to think for themselves, and I know they're trying to gain from themselves. So I always try to hang out with people who are selfless, people who don't, like you, like who don't give a fuck about shit like that, because at the end of the day, you can't take none of that with you to the end. You know what I'm saying? You came here with your spirit, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna leave with your spirit, but this time you did some things, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna leave with a story. So is that story gonna be good, bad? How is that story gonna be? And I'd rather my story be helping people, you know what I'm saying, versus me taking from people. What the fuck I gotta get? What would I have to take?
That's the thing. You have to always take because you have an empty cup. People who are not if you're prideful, if you have like if you feel like you need to prove something to people all the time, how do you think your life is mentally?
Right?
You can be faking it. That's why there's so many people trying to fake it, especially for the internet. The internet made it so real, so easy for people to fake it. You follow someone that you've never seen before and you feel like there is a connection there. You feel like
Could you repeat that sentence one more time?
the internet one. I forgot what I said.
No, that people faking it like on the internet.
And people like faking it on the internet because simply I forgot.
People like faking it.
Motherfucker.
People like faking it on the internet. But that also brings us into our first topic today, which is: do you prefer online life, or real life society? Because there's like caveats and pros and cons to each. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I bring this up because I recently went hanging out with my homegirls, right? And you know, I wasn't raised in people's faces. I was raised sequestered in my own little bubble that was provided by the people, you know what I'm saying, my caregivers. So I don't know how to maneuver sometimes outside in the real world, and sometimes what I want isn't what I want and what I find fun and what quote unquote the world find fun. Sometimes it isn't the stereotypical ideal fucking way of doing things, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I try to step on my box and go try to play by the fucking rules, you know what I'm saying? And that shit don't work. You may be like, bitch, why you just saying so much fucking words? Well, what I'm basically trying to say is we went out because I thought I was gonna have a good fucking time, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking good, my homegirls, you know what I'm saying? We chilling, doing our big one, you know what I'm saying? One of my homegirls drives an hour away to come because we're supposed to go. We don't even know what the fuck we're gonna do. We really just want to have a good time. Like, we really just want to have a good time. Goes to show you like where we're at in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of fucked up what happened to us. Anyways,
why we feel the need to go there to have fun, do certain things to have fun.
Yeah, because we've been okay. Well,
we've been chilling.
No, not chilling, but at the same time we've been hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, people live their life. Like, why can't we fucking live our life? Like, why can't we have a little fun? You know what I'm saying? I just think we need to figure out what's our definition of fun. You know what I'm saying? But back to the story. So boom. So one of my homegirls.
And it's okay to be different. Like to find different things.
Be
fun.
Different. Always okay to be different. Listen, if everybody's running fucking left, bitch, run right. Okay, figure out don't follow them. Okay, listen, don't be a fucking sheep. Okay, because listen, sheep get preyed on by fucking wolves and other animals because they always following somebody. Okay. What happened?
That's why. Listen to me. That's why. People are so freaking depressed nowadays. That's why social media makes people, you know, how nowadays, like, so much more anxious people, so many depressed people, so many people killing themselves.
Yes.
So many people out here getting divorced because they just feel like there's so many options out there and they feel like they can't be themselves. You know what I mean? Because they care so much about other people's opinion. That's what social media is about, caring about the next bitch's opinion. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not necessarily all for that. There's
True.
a lot of good things about the internet, but people care so much about it. People let it influence so much on their life sometimes, and
So much.
they become followers. They become uncreative. They don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
And I can't lie.
And they are constantly trying to be like the next person in a way.
'Cause
They're being influenced.
Yeah.
That's a job nowadays.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I know it's kind of cool and all, but at the same time though, like I see how everything mimics God, and I kind of don't like that because the only one who really have followers and who should have followers is Jesus, because he was actually doing something. Because listen, like Drake said, all these followers, but who gonna follow me to the end? Listen, what is the man to gain the world to lose his soul? Now listen, you'll go ahead and go do some crazy ass fucking shit for these followers, but which of these followers are gonna follow you to the fucking end? None of them are. So it's like, what do you live in this? Okay, so that brings us back into the topic. Would you rather social media, interacting with social media versus society? But back to the story, because we still haven't really haven't touched on the problem that even sparked this debate. Was because, so boom, my homegirl's traveling an hour away because she's constantly hustling, working, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thug this. So my other homegirl is just now getting off of fucking work. She's always fucking working, hustling too. So it's really just three fucking hustlers really just wanted to fucking breathe, you know what I'm saying? Let our fucking nuts hang like everybody else fucking does, right? So boom, we get ready, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Homegirl driving for an hour. Homegirl is at work trying to make sure that she closes good, you know what I'm saying? So boom, so everything that we gotta go do is situated. So we looking good, dressed to the motherfucking tens, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's just what we do. So boom, we get to the event and took us some time to get there, you know what I'm saying? Cause we was like, fuck it, if we gonna go out, have fun, we gonna do it, right? We drive an hour, we get there, da 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 da. Do you know from the second we get out the car and make it on the fucking street to the fucking time we had to walk back to the car because we didn't even make it to no fucking clubs? Because listen, everybody was acting so ravenous, so unloving, so just, they were acting like alligators, acting like fucking like very like, I just want to take and not give. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show, it's like, what the fuck? I don't want to live like this because, yo, like, I'm trying to chill, have a good fucking time. It's like, damn, bitch, if you can't go to fucking Bella Noches, where the fuck could you go? And it kind of hurt my feelings because it's like, well, damn, I can't have fun too. Like, I don't deserve to have a good time and go breathe with my fucking friends. And then some shit, like, always just, it's always unsafeness, always anxiety, just always like there's no way I could have fun. Like, there's just no way I could have fun. I can't even fucking fake it. So it's like,
Right.
are these people doing the fucking same thing too? Like, is this what y'all find fun? And if this is what y'all find fun, but this is people's life. Like, 15 years, like, people will be at any age, like 30, 40, 50, 20, 15, and they'll be like, oh, let's go have some fun. What do you want to go do? The club. That's all there is. That's all they do in the world. And guess what? You go to the club, bitch, and you'll see the same people there every fucking week, wasting their life away. Time just moving past them. The wall's just looking at them like, wow, you're not the first one, and you won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's more things to experience and more other things to appreciate in life. But the reason why I brought that up, because sometimes, like, when you're out there in that life, you could lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it.
Everybody feels okay. So you know how alcohol, kind of, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, alcohol.
It's like alcohol.
It's a spirit.
It's a spirit, and you're letting that spirit inside your body. And I don't have a problem with alcohol, really. I don't.
I'm a Christian. I don't like drinking.
I will drink sometimes. Occasionally.
I'll drink if we can have a good time.
Occasionally, I'll drink, but I won't. I don't.
Don't go out your
If
way.
you're all fucked up in the club, all these people fucked up, you don't know their intentions. Your intention, like, it's so much easier to get attacked, and that's one thing about me. Like, I haven't been doing none of this lately, and I'm proud of myself, but simply because, you know, I don't want certain energy to get into me, and I feel like that would open a lot of energies to get inside me that I didn't want.
We don't want to lose ourselves.
Exactly. And like, I gotta be out there sometimes, you know. I like, when I'm anxious, I feel like I can't be out there because I'm vulnerable. It's kind of like, you know, maybe weed or drinking. Maybe I ran off topic a little bit.
No.
But I do. Fuck. I said
No, it's fine.
redo it. I do think that.
Say it.
I forgot.
It's fine.
Bitch, I keep doing this.
What I was getting was, like, she said, like, feeling vulnerable, like, going to these places and you might get attacked. Like, no shade, like, I don't want to go to a place where I feel like could get attacked. Like, why? And I'm supposed to have fun, and somebody, like, that's just not fun. But people find that fun, because listen, I'm a person, when you, like, that's not how
I
people
think it
should
looks
live.
good online. It makes it look good online. Doing all these things, drinking, smoking, this and that. It makes it good look online because, again, sometimes maybe we're just being followers. You know what I mean? Like, really think about it. How is style created? Why do you think there's certain styles, like, you know, trending right now or before? I like clothes, so like,
Yeah.
I'd be into that. Or like, let's say, like, how do you know certain things? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so many people are followers nowadays, and if you're teaching something, if you're doing it for good, it's good. But a lot of people are not doing it for
Yeah.
good. They're doing it
For
for
gain.
their own gain, their own self thing. And again, it's okay if you have a passion for it, if you're doing something good with it. But why would you want someone to follow you when you're acting like crazy, and influence
Because what are
people
you
to
doing
be
with your
crazy?
platform?
But then at the same time, it also goes down to everyone has their own personality.
True.
So it's like it's so much sometimes to really grasp the concept of all of this together, because at the end of the day, to me, like, nothing matters, but everything matters. Like,
Nothing matters, but everything does matter.
everything
but
has a reason, but nothing matters.
Yes.
Everything has everything is with reasoning, but nothing really matters
Matters,
at
it
the end of the
doesn't.
day, other than your reason, or
Or the well-being.
your well-being and everybody else. But people are very self-centered.
And they're
you
fake
know?
because no shade, like that night. So boom. So I also said that we look real good. Like we look perfect. We took pictures, but like I couldn't even post the pictures because, like I could even like, yeah, they look good, but like it wasn't a good experience. I didn't have fun. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even want to even go put up a fake facade of me having fun. But nigga, that was like one of the most annoyingest nights of my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Versus, imagine how many other people are just posting it and don't even give a fuck the real, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a real person. I like to be real.
Some people
I don't like
like
to have
that.
no crutches. I like to just, like, you know what I'm saying? How I'm showing y'all, you know what I'm saying? If it's a podcast, people will say they need a mic, they need a this, they need a that, they need to look this way, this. I say, listen, I come how I am. I come as I am. Take me or fucking, but you won't fucking leave me, bitch, because I'll leave you fucking first. Because who the fuck you think you is going to leave? Listen. You don't need nobody. You don't need nobody in this world. You only need yourself. You only need morals. You only need some principles to stand out. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. You know what I'm saying? So you just really need to just hone down and figure out what are you willing and what
Who
are you.
are you?
Who are you?
Sit with yourself and think who you really
Who
are.
you? And you can't, keyword how she says, sit with yourself. Not sit with yourself and your homegirl and your friend on FaceTime and up under your boyfriend, up under your girlfriend. No. Sit with yourself. Okay? And listen, if you feel like with you sitting with yourself, like people are going to pass you by, let them pass you by because they never should have been around you. Because if they're going to pass you by with you sitting on yourself, they're not here. They're not natural. They come and go. You know what I'm saying? Let's
say there's someone watching this and thinking, what the fuck, like, whatever. They enjoy doing it. Fine. You think it doesn't, you really think it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's say someone who has the opposite view on this topic. They would say, how? Think like this. Why do you care so much about what other people say about you online? Or how people portray you? You make yourself look this, look that online. Like, you want certain things to show off to people when there's people out here who wish you nothing but bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same
what
as
is the reason to? You know what I mean? Like, you're going out there, you're trying to prove. What are you trying to prove to people? How, like, you can't even, you're being followed by something online. You don't even ask yourself your own opinion. You go to, like, the internet to find who you are, to find your opinion. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're going outside to seek validation.
Like, why do you think the algorithm on our phones, which everybody knows what the freaking algorithm is, why do you think you have an algorithm? Everybody has their own algorithm. Because their phones is kind of like, what they see is who they are.
Yeah.
Our brains, even if we're asleep, this is scientific, even if we're asleep and we have the TV on, our brains are still capturing that information.
Yeah.
Like, it's still down there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's scientific and we feel it. Everybody,
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, I do think that if people don't believe that, they're just blind to it.
Yeah, they want to
They're
be
blind
ignorant.
to it. In China, I'm gonna say this. In China, TikTok is not like TikTok here. It's only like, it's like good. They use it to teach kids in the schools to do things. Here, look what the kids are watching.
True. Because
doesn't that make it a weak population?
true,
They're against themselves.
true.
There's, you know.
But in TikTok's defense, not to be the advocate, but America TikTok did just add a new STEM tab on the For You page, and I actually do be on the STEM tab. I do learn some algebra, you know what I'm saying? So, but that is true. That does make a weak population because if knowledge is power, and a lot of people, listen, we're not learning nothing.
We're not.
Nothing. After school,
We're
like
frying our brain.
frying their brain, literally by radiation, everything. But back to really not learn nothing. Listen, after people, you don't even learn nothing in school, really. But after fucking school, what do you really fucking learn? Nothing. People don't try to go fucking learn. You know what I'm saying? But that's actually beauty. It's actually really fun to fucking learn. I love learning. I love learning new knowledge. I love that feeling of learning of things I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the man who knows something knows that he knows nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ignorant to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding that I can have a viewpoint and a fucking standpoint today, and tomorrow it can and will fucking change it, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna fucking be set in stone and try to hold on to that version of who I was yesterday, because that's only gonna fuck me and everybody up, and me in the future up, all around us. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we're supposed to pivot. We're supposed to be like water. We're supposed to be like constantly swaying and going. We're not supposed to be one fucking thing. We're not supposed to be, because we're multi-dimensional. We're multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? Look at this dimension we're in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's complex. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think the one who's experiencing it and receiving it isn't more complexer? Because I am. You know what I'm saying? Because there's times where I'm able to foresee days that are going to happen to me before they even fucking happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you that we really are really everything that we really need. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to fuck you up, say you need to go outside and go do this, go do that, go to this person, go listen to that. No. You need to go listen to yourself. You really need to sit with yourself, breathe, talk to God, because listen, it's only God and his kids, you know what I'm saying? So boom, listen, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, I don't know if some of y'all got parents, but like, sometimes, like, listen, when you're a kid, like, and you kind of learning shit, like, and you doing stupid shit, and your parents sit you down and talk, in that moment, you may not appreciate it, but looking back or in the future, those talks are the ones that actually do help you the most, and those are things that money cannot buy. You can never buy those lessons. Those are lessons in life that are more worth than gold, okay? Because these are things that you could use, and these are proven facts that, listen, there's nothing new underneath the sun. So when people are talking, and it's coming from a place of actually trying to help you, listen, because if you try to go against that, life will literally show you not to be fucking ignorant. It will literally give you that fucking lesson and keep digging you fucking through it until you fucking learn something. And a lot of people don't like to fucking learn. They like to go and subdue themselves. They like to distract themselves. They like to numb themselves. And with the worldly things, and wonder why themselves they don't get no fucking better. Well, if I'm fucking feeding a plant fucking Pepsi fucking Cola, and I'm wondering why the bitch ain't fucking grown, maybe I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because why am I doing that? Why am I feeding it? Why am I just putting something in the situation it don't deserve to fucking be in? Why am I not giving something the chance to grow? We deserve the chance to grow. We deserve to flourish, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in this society does not want us to flourish because a lot of people find that intimidating, and that's weird. I don't find nothing growing to be intimidated. I'm not intimidated by nothing growing, because listen, just because you're growing don't mean I'm not. If you're growing, that's literally proof that I'm growing too. So why would I be intimidated on somebody else's growth? If anything, that literally makes me proud, and that's proof.
Exactly.
Proof that you could do it. Anything is possible. Listen, sky is the limit, and guess what? There is no limit, even underneath the fucking sky. You know what I'm saying? Because God made it possible. You know what I'm saying? So, do it. We're doing it.
It's literally only you and God.
Only
You and God can
Everything
do
else is a
it.
facade.
Nobody can do it for you. Like, you can hear as many, but you have to put in the work for everything that you want, and that's a blessing. That's like a blessing.
That's lazy bitch.
We have everything that we need. We have water.
Everything.
We fucking up the world. We messing it up. Like, we really are messing it up. But
Wait,
guess what? We still have everything that we need.
I don't mean to cut you off. You got the floor after this one. We are messing up the world. Listen, you know, we have dirt, not fucking soil. Soil grows plants, bitch. Dirt don't grow nothing. You know, we have boy trees, or fucking the trees that don't produce no fucking fruit. but this is our land. Like, we're supposed to grab everything from our land, and America has literally made it so.
Nothing.
Huh?
America has nothing.
Nothing. They literally made it so you have to depend on something. But if you depend on something, that means whenever that thing wants and whenever the thing feels like it and wants to fucking switch up, it could take it right away from you. And then guess what? You on your ass because you never fucking learned nothing. You never fucking sat with yourself. You never fucking figured out what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one to blame. You know what I'm saying? You're over there fucking with your head in the sand while the world's on fire. You can't fucking do that. Listen, if something, I promise you, you will feel so much better defeating your biggest, most ugliest, most biggest, fattest, giant troll of problem, insecurity that you gotta face, and you conquering that versus you
Keep going through it and pretend like it's not there.
or you just handling things that don't have no substance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you really face your
You feed
fears,
yourself.
you really realize that there was no fear. There was nothing for you to realize. You realize that you are limitless. You are powerful. The only thing that was holding you back was yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you don't get to realize that if you keep putting yourself in situations that don't require the best out of you.
You gotta feed yourself better. We feed ourselves so many different things. As in food wise.
I don't think we feed ourselves at all.
No. As in food wise, as in social media, as in like content, as in like entertainment, you know what I mean? Like we're not learning nothing. We're frying our brain, like I said earlier, actually frying our brain sitting here on the phone all the time, not like being in touch with the nature, not necessarily the nature, but like with what you truly like to do, what like, you know, you feel in your heart. You're just not learning nothing. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting change when change is never gonna happen if you keep doing the same thing. You feeding yourself dopamine all the time. Like I like the neurological
Yeah.
neurological anyways
Neurological.
the brain side of things, you know,
The
like
neurological side of things.
neurological side of things.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
hard to say this shit.
I'm just saying, I feel like there's an alligator. Like,
There might be, but he's not gonna jump.
right? He better
can't.
not, because I feel like
He
he'll bite
can't.
me and not you.
No, he can't. He can't.
That's why I feel like water, because I'm just seeing through. But keep talking.
So
I think I'm being paranoid.
I do think that we need to feed ourselves better things.
Yes.
Things that make us grow, things that we can learn from, and have people around us that can teach
I
us.
feel like there's an alligator, bitch. Like, I'm not lying. Like, but we could chill, but like he's not gonna jump. But like, I just feel like there's an alligator. I don't know. This is why I don't go to beaches, because I'll do the same thing and pretend like it's a shark.
You want to stay here then,
How
like
do you
more
feel?
to the side?
What do you feel about your woman's intuition?
I think we're good because I've been here before.
Okay, we're good. Keep talking. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna keep this
There
inside.
is alligators here. Don't get me wrong. There are. I know for a fact. There might be one there, but he can't jump.
But it'll be so easy for
He
him to
can't
get
jump.
me, y'all, because my back is facing the wall. I mean,
He couldn't jump unless it's like a big ass gator, which there is in here. There's only the regular gators. Probably in
The
there, like
regular
in there I
gators.
see it sometimes. And like, you know. Like they could go up there. But that's it. We're good. And they have a brain of like a peanut, the size of a peanut, so they can't even really think like that.
one thing about me, I learned to never underestimate nature, because that's kind of ignorant.
Of course,
Because
but
if people so-called learn, bitch, because they don't even fucking learn, but they have the ability to learn, and our dog learns when we tell him something, you don't think nature's doing it too?
Yeah,
We're just
of
not
course.
recording it. We're just not observing it. But just because if a tree fell in the fucking forest, that bitch still fucking fell. You just didn't hear the bitch. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I heard that though. That's
Yeah.
a turtle. But,
like I said, there are gators and snakes here.
I'm not scared of snakes. I'm just really scared of gators. Because they're like big like a human too. Like, that's fighting a nigga. Like, that's a nigga. Like, that's a nigga. That's a dinosaur. That's a dinosaur. He want to eat me. Fuck him. But we can talk. I'm sorry, guys.
We can go. You wanna go? We can go somewhere else. There's stables there.
No, I'm fine. Why, you want to go?
I mean, if you're gonna be scared.
No, I'm not scared.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. You think I'm scared?
Let's see.
No, don't see.
No, I wanna see.
No, because what happens if it jumps up?
It's not gonna jump up here.
No, like what happens if it bites you, bro? Because it
But
sees
like
you
it's
hanging
up
over.
here. If he jumps here, I'm gonna be like, "Meow."
This is a blessing, though.
What?
This is a blessing. This is a privilege. This is
Like
a
you
gift.
said, us walk. I would be scared of that. That would I'm scared of, cause they can't be hiding in the
Yeah,
middle
but
anymore.
bitch, I'm on land. I can see that nigga. This nigga drag you in the water. What you gonna do?
But he cannot jump that high up.
Girl, he got a strong tail. Yes, he could.
He'd be like,
No, girl, he could jump. He could jump and he could bite. You feel this moving too?
yeah, it's because you walk. I'm on. I wanna throw some things at sea.
That's why I threw the water, because I was like,
But water, it has to be something more heavy and more like and bigger.
no, we don't litter, guys. We don't litter.
I wish
I
there was
think
like a rock.
I think we're just gonna chill. I think we're fine.
See, there's something.
You see, there is something there, right? So I'm not chilling. I'm not tripping.
No, there, far.
But there's still something.
There is things. I'm telling you.
Like,
You just saw turtles.
I ain't gonna lie. Like while we were talking, like I just felt this weird energy, girl. Like this
Maybe
weird.
something was looking at us.
And I felt like a heat coming from the water. Like
Maybe there's something in the water passing by us.
it better not fucking be. But no, it's so beautiful. It looks like a painting, bro. Picture perfect.
This is a big ass lake too.
This is nice. Can I see your
A
phone so
lake,
I can record this?
Yeah, lake. What else would it be? A body of water?
I don't know my geography. I don't know my geography. You know, I am kind of a nerd though. I know a lot about animals. I love animals. I know a lot about nature. Like,
That's the thing too. You can't really see them in the water.
you can't fucking see them in the water. And they'll be there too. They'll be there too. Nice little vlog.
But you know, we don't. I don't know.
You don't know what? I mean, we don't want.
It is what it is.
Yeah, fuck the gator. He bites us. He bites us.
God is with us.
Yes, he is.
My mom is so scared of the ocean. She doesn't even go in it.
You for real?
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
She don't go in it though.
I'm the same way, bro. I do, but sometimes I don't. Cause you know how we were just chilling right there, and I started imagining there's an alligator.
Yeah.
Do you know, bitch?
I do that too, but
I start screaming. I imagine, and I scream like a girl, a loud girl.
they'd be like, I'm right.
Girl, one time the Puerto Rican kids were looking at me like, the fuck? Cause bitch, I thought, every time the wave was making the fucking sand look gray, coming towards me, bitch, I thought it was like right about to get my bitch.
Yeah.
I just be thinking.
And when there's algae everywhere and you can really see, I don't like that. But I'm gonna tell you this, like,
She gonna assure me, y'all, that the sharks and alligators are not gonna try to bite me.
at the end of the day, it's okay because you gotta trust that like God is with you and nothing's gonna happen. Like, yeah, there are sharks in the water type thing, you know, but you
At
just
that
have
point,
to be careful.
I'll trust God on land. I'll trust him on the sand. I'll trust him on the sand that he won't let a shark bite me in the water. Because guess what? I'm not going to go in the water. So, boom,
He's not gonna bite.
He's not going to let him bite me because guess what? I'm not going to go in the water. God is always right. God is perfect. I love him.
Like now a lake, I wouldn't swim in a lake. I'm so sorry.
I feel like I would love to swim in a lake. If there was nothing dangerous, like, look, this
Oh,
is so
up-
beautiful. You don't think this is
Up
cool?
there, not here in Florida, not like anywhere in the south, but
But sometimes even the water is gross. Like
Here, right?
No, like they'll get something in your ear.
I know it has a lot of bacteria
Yeah, like I don't like
because
that.
it's like a sitting water kind of.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But other lakes, like up there, crystal clear water, there's a lot of them.
Can I say
would.
this? You know how you? Can I say this? Like, you know how your boyfriend like be having the alpha talk? I like to have the alpha talk in nature. Like, I kind of like to be the alpha in places like this. But like, I can't be the alpha of the water. Like, I just can't because like I can't claim all that territory because you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much. But,
Yeah,
like,
because shit,
you know what I'm saying?
there's so many dangerous animals. But
One thing about me, I really am like that. Like, I do like that. Like, I think sometimes like I tap into like the more natural side of me.
I hate these.
You look really good with them. But the more natural side of me, which is like the more like like Indian, like even though I'm not Indian, but like you know how them Indians used to be out in the trees and shit like that, and like be of the ground, and
Yeah.
they know their nature because they know their environment. Like I'm like that. Like I like to know my environment. I like to like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not.
We just gotta be paying attention always. That's what we gotta do. Cause life could go like this,
Yep,
you know.
nothing's
And
promised.
and I just don't think we need to be scared. I don't like being scared of things. Like
You know.
sometimes I'm in
I
the
be
water.
scared of things, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Not
I-
scared of people.
I,
but scared
I
of things,
believe that
situations.
we attract our fears.
$1 billion.
Exactly.
Scared.
Exactly. You gotta be
$1 billion.
scared. You gotta be scared of like
$1 billion.
good things. Like I'm scared of something that I wanna do because bitch, I'm attracting that. There's a guy in Brazil.
Oh, bitch, I'm sorry. I thought that was $1 billion. About to creep up on me. I'm sorry, bitch. I'm sorry. I thought it was about to get me. I'm sorry. Continue.
I
There's a guy in
hate
Brazil.
you.
What?
I hate you.
What? A guy in Brazil?
There's this guy in Brazil. I'm Brazilian. I didn't even mention that yet.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're gonna do that at the end. So there's this guy in Brazil. He believes in God. He seems like a good man. I don't know him personally, but like he teaches a lot of good things on the internet. And
I'll take it because Brazil is not. It's not like America. It's not polluted. Like it's natural. Like that. Everything is
well,
like.
it is, but
But like the vibration, like it's like you know what I'm saying. Like if it is, it's because you're choosing to be like the people. Like you know what I'm saying. But like no shade, you came from there. Look at you. So you're proof. Like you know.
I
What I'm
believe
saying?
that life there, health, as in like
No, it is tough.
a body
it
way.
really is tough.
It's tough for the violence and the political part
And
of
it's
it,
very
but everything
hard.
else is amazing.
Amazing,
The
like-
food is clean. Like
The
the
scenery,
food is
the
good.
water, the trees, the air, the sky.
I miss it so much. I miss it so much. But it's hard to make a living out there. It's hard.
Which is not fair. 'Cause
Like- because it's very corrupted. It's okay. Anyways.
which we will tap into in the future.
We will. But that's history for the history class for later on. We can have like a history thing like this.
Well, it's not really
Not history, but, like-
well, no, it is history, but we're gonna switch the definition of history because history only means his story.
It can be a class.
a class,
Like
'cause
learning about something.
We're gonna give everything a topic and everything. Because listen, I don't like feeling like, even though they're in Brazil and they're like really far from us, girl, just because they're far from us doesn't mean like I don't have the right to feel bad because they're going through something. Like
Yeah.
I should feel something.
Look,
That's a turtle.
she's out there.
He
The
feels,
feet.
he feels safe. Okay, so maybe it's not an alligator. Okay, so fuck, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying.
It's not really history class.
Oh, boom! It's not a history class. That's the white man's story. But like, just because people in Brazil like are going through it, like you know what I'm saying,
Doesn't mean doesn't teach you something.
and I may not be going through it, doesn't mean the tables could turn. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to like give a platform or always just spread light of things that are going on because you just never know. Or you would want somebody to do the same if you were in them shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I really want to make sure that before anything, this platform, this podcast, Level Headed, we are bringing awareness and light to things that a lot of people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because before I met you, I didn't know a lot about Brazil. I know Brazil, but like I didn't know all the things that come with it, all the things, how the people still have to fight for their life, even when they come out of Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not an easy fucking life. Like it's just not easy, and I feel like a lot of people don't bring that up. A lot of people won't talk about that. A lot of people don't like to. They'll like to sweep around that. I don't like. Listen, a lot of people don't like to have those impolite. They feel like those topics are too impolite for conversations, but it's like, first of all, y'all will have, so these people going through struggles too impolite for conversations, but the vulgar conversations is alright. The teaching people, leading them on the wrong path is alright. The hurting people in the dark is alright. No, but talking about it and talking about what people have been through, that's bad, and not what they're going through is bad. Like why? Like you see how shit is flipped and like unfair and kind of like disrespectful, kind of like shitty, because it's like imagine a bitch getting beat up and she coming for help and you be like, well, bitch, what did you do to get beat up? Like, bitch, what the fuck you mean? Like, bitch, help me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bitch never should got beat up. We shouldn't be trying to help the bitch eliminate the fucking problem and move, you know what I'm saying? But no, just move around, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep the problem still going because like And why are people so afraid to like switch the story in the new routine? Like, why does it have to be this way? It doesn't have to be this way. Like, who said it got to be this fucking way? It could change. Like, I have the balls to change it because I be changing. I act the way I want to act. But like, you bitches need to get the fucking balls to start acting that way too. Like, stop following everybody. Do what you want to do. Just
Sorry.
no.
It goes literally back to what we were just talking about, learning. It goes back to that. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to change. Sometimes they don't even know they have to change. Sometimes it's normal to them. You know what I mean? And you have to learn. You know what I'm saying? There's so many short personality people. I heard this the other day, short personality people. I was like, what is that? And then I started to
Short?
think, short personality people.
Short or short?
Short.
Short.
Short personality traits. Like a short personality person.
I've never heard of it.
I can be friends with people like that.
Me either.
I
I don't even know what
can't.
it means, but me either.
I cannot be friends with people like that because let's say this conversation, the person will be like, what is going on? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, they'll be cracking something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, not everybody needs to be as deep. I feel like we are two very, very deep thinkers, but I don't find it to be bad.
I don't think we think deep enough. I don't like that.
I think we are very emotional beings, and it's okay. I think so. Maybe because we're very.
People don't like that about us. Yeah. People don't like that. But keep continuing.
People don't, but I love it.
I love
it. I love that about you, and I really like how I am too with that stuff. And
I like how you brought that up. I didn't even realize that.
I think people like they don't know. Not they don't know enough. They don't care enough. They're very self-centered, or like they don't learn things. Okay, let me put it like this. Let's say surface level people. There's some people who are very surface level, even in their own personalities. And sometimes I meet people and I see that and I'd be like, okay, like, you're nice. You know what I mean? There's not much to say. So I love when I find someone who has good conversations, who knows what they're talking about. And I don't know. You see, when self-development got big, it got big not too long ago. It's like, you know, what?
Wonderful.
Oh, you see, when
Self-development.
self-development got a big thing on the internet. Oh, you have to go to the gym, which those are amazing things that you can teach people on the internet. Like, bravo for who started or however did it come up. It's amazing because it's teaching people how to be disciplined, this and that. But you see how many people are into that stuff now, out of nowhere, because they're being influenced, and it's good. It's a good type of influencing, in my opinion. However, a lot of people, I was one of them. I started feeling depressed because I was just thinking about that all the time.
You didn't know what you were doing that for.
Because there needs to be a balance with everything. And like, I'm gonna say this. There's this guy who I met a while ago, and he was a very nice guy, but that's all he needed. He knew how to talk about. Like,
was the having short personality,
like that's your only personality trait. All you talk about, like, work stuff, like being disciplined, setting your goals, and it's amazing. But it's like there's so much that you could talk about within a frame. People are very like one-minded, short-lived, short personality. In my opinion, like they're like
short circuit.
You're only. Holy fucking shit! That was so
I think that was terrible.
fast. Anyways, that bitch jumped.
I think that was terrible. Because if it was an alligator, like, he's not.
It wouldn't be an alligator. Maybe a snake, a bird. There's birds
well,
there.
if it's something that's trying to hurt us, he's not trying to make noise. So we.
I am hot.
You are?
Yeah, it's all good though. Anyways, so yeah, short personality people. Like, there's not much depth. There's not much, like, you don't know much stuff. Like, go learn about something that sometimes, like, I learn things that I don't, not necessarily don't care about. But let's say I'm scrolling through YouTube,
And the brain.
let's say I'm scrolling through YouTube. It's late at night. This has happened before, and I saw a life of an immigrant coming to America, as in like in the train, like how they cross the borders, how the immigrants cross the borders, and I learned so much about it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, every time I think about illegal person, I think about that. Or like someone who came through, I think about that. I'm like, they got some story to tell. You know what I mean?
But guess what? Where's the platform for them to tell their story? None, because
None.
it's all hidden, and that's not fair. Because that is a story, but people want to tell the story of Christopher Columbus doing. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Nobody. I don't care about that story.
In history, yes, but like
No, she can say yes, and I say no.
in history class, sure, I do believe that we should be learning stuff like that. However, I also think that, like, for you to want to learn something like that, you know, one day there might be a conversation, and look, one more thing that you can talk about, one more thing added to like who
Your
you
repertoire.
are and like
Your
what
yeah.
you know, like. And no, people have like 1, 2, 3, 5. Like there's
Yeah.
where are the branches? Where's the true personality? And that's where comes people lying to themselves and people trying to be who they aren't at the end of the day.
And you
in
can
a
also
way.
say some words of Portuguese while you're talking, like too.
Okay, and then we kind of like translate it into the thing.
If there's some, you don't know if somebody Brazilian's watching. That's what I'm saying. Like
Well,
people,
no, but like I couldn't even do that type of thing. Hold up, I'm so sorry.
I really appreciate it for the moment. And sometimes when you learn something, you don't have to learn to be like, oh my god, I can't go wait to go teach the next person what I learned. Like, no, it's okay to learn something, not use it. Like, it's okay. It's okay to just have something in the back burner. It's okay to just have you rather learn something and have it rather than you drink something that's poisonous, you eat something that's fucked up for your fucking body, that's gonna have bad adversities, bad effects. What could learning something do for you? How could that affect you in any negative way? No. It literally only aids you, only positive, only uplifts you. So, you know what I'm saying? And so just don't try to like do it in a place of like trying to like one up somebody. Try to one up yourself.
Always.
Always.
It's you against yourself. It's you and God against yourself.
Yeah.
That's how I would put it. Because even if you don't believe in God, you have to believe in something. You know what I mean? Like, even if
I
you're
feel like
not.
everybody believe in God. I feel like
And
some people
one
just
type
like
of
to
God-
act stupid.
Yeah, like different types of gods in a way, you know?
Which
And
is wrong.
It's wrong, but
You don't gotta say it. I can say it. It's wrong.
I think people can have their own opinion even if I don't
They can
agree
have
with
their
it. But you
own
know,
opinion over there.
I believe in God, Jesus, so we're gonna be talking about that here too.
Yes, too.
And so yeah, people really need to focus more on themselves and God. And if you want to be on social media, go ahead, but be your best self. Like, be who you truly are. People out here faking, like, and then you meet them in person, it's like, oh, what the hell? That's why I don't even like posting. I'm sorry. Like, I wish I was more like posting stuff, but I can because like I see these things like, you know, like I don't even want to be on it that much. Understand? Like I don't even think about it. Like I'm working, I'm not even thinking about it. You know, I'm like here.
Do you like Instagram?
I'm not. Huh?
Do you like Instagram?
I don't really
I don't like
like
Instagram.
no social media. I'm sorry. Like I like it, but I kind of don't. You know.
The only one I like is TikTok.
I be a lot on YouTube and TikTok though.
Yeah, I like YouTube
But-
and TikTok.
Not that much. Like if I am that much on there, I feel brain dead.
I feel brain dead if I'm on Instagram. Like I feel brain dead. I feel like you know them bitches. I feel like just the people in school who just think the high school games are everything, and like I just feel like it's just fake people, like who just like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I just don't feel like.
I gotta check my hair. I'm hot.
But how you think we doing?
I don't
53
have a hair tie. Honestly, I think we're doing amazing. I'm proud of myself, even though I'm not where I want to be. I'm so grateful for where I am, and
That's
I
part
know
of the
that I can.
process.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly it. It's part of the process, and I'm trusting the process. It's in God's
We're
hands.
trusting the process. We're
in
in
God's
God's hands. And y'all, this is the first episode of Level Headed, and we really appreciate y'all so much for listening, sticking with us, you know, kicking it with us. You know what I'm saying? We weren't expecting this scenery, but I kind of really like it.
I really like it too. It's just Florida weather. It's kind
Yeah.
of throwing me off, but it is something that we wanna be coming here to talk at least once a week. Let you guys know, you know.
Every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Yeah.
Every Sunday we're gonna be here. We're gonna be posting for you guys. We're
Trying
gonna
to
be
get level headed, trying to level our head. If he spins the block one more motherfucking time. Anyways, trying to spin the block. trying to level our head, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, this is, even though like it's a battle. Like it really is a battle. Like even though we're not really fighting something physical, but like you know what I'm saying, it's a battle. Like you know what I'm saying.
Every day.
You trying to be the best self. You know what I'm saying. Like it's things
Trying
are
to be
constantly
level-headed.
trying to be level-headed. Like things are constantly trying to make you overflow. Trying to make you drown. You know what I'm saying. Like you want to be level-headed. You don't want to be above water feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying. Or you don't want to be underneath water drowning. You know what I'm saying. You want to be level-headed. And it's hard to be level-headed with all the shit that the world fucking throws to you. You know what I'm saying. You're not even fucking aware that you're drowning sometimes. So that's why we would like to come here every Sunday and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, kind of just have some discourse, kind of share some things, let some things go. And we would like for you guys to let some things go. We would like to have an advice segment. So if you guys are going through anything or you know anybody who's going through anything or would like any topics to just be talked about for like 10 to 15 minutes towards the end, we will love that so much. Do you have anything to say?
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next episode.
We appreciate y'all so much. We love y'all. How y'all swimming? How y'all floating? Like how y'all
Let us know in the comments how y'all floating. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. Let us know. We're gonna do some polls for you guys to put on some questions. Maybe you want to share your personal story. Maybe you have something, that you need to be talked about. And we're here to help you guys be more level-headed, just like you're here to help us be more level-headed as well.
It's a community, it's a team, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to build a team, you know what I'm saying, birds of a feather flock together, so you want to be flocking with us, because we flying high. Them other bitches ain't even fucking flying, they walking. But we appreciate y'all, we love y'all so much, and see y'all
Thank you so
next
much
Sunday.
for watching.
Thank you. Have a good day.